Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. It has been a little while and this lighting is really bad. So I'm just going to move over here, which the lighting isn't much better actually. So, welcome back to another video, and it has been a little while since I've made a video, and I have decided to rename my channel The Orange Kitchen for obvious reasons. And I've now divided my channels up into several channels because I was struggling to work out what I wanted to do with my channel. And I was doing coloring in, I was talking about my health, I was doing cooking videos, and it was a lot. And I was trying not to worry about the algorithm, but I felt like if I'm going to do it, I might as well try and do it my best. And I'm not like going to stress about the algorithm, but I am at least trying to be algorithm friendly, so have one channel about only one thing, or rather than being all over the shop, because I think it makes it hard for people to watch if I'm all over the place. So this is now The Orange Kitchen, and if you want to look at my other channels, you can go and have a look at my profile and see my other channels. I have a colouring in channel because I do colouring in a lot to de-stress when I'm not thinking about my uni assignments. And then I'll have, some other channels. I probably will have one talking about my health because I'm still on a health journey. I need a lot of stuff done, cosmetic dentistry, things like that, weight loss, all of that, and that's a journey. It's not going to happen overnight. And I just want to document it for my own sake, and, it might help somebody, and also be part of the disability community, because I do have a disability. As much as I try to ignore it and I try to just get on with life, it does affect my life. So I don't want to completely not talk about it, because there will be days where I am struggling, but that is what it is. So anyway, without any further ado, today I am cooking a recipe that I found on a Facebook page. So it's like Woolworths Cake Hacks, something like that, or Aldi Cake Hacks. Basically, you get a cheap cake mix, and I couldn't find any when I went to the shop, so I got Greens, which is like double the price, but it's still a cheaper version. But I would normally just use like a cheap cake mix. They're all sold out. So something like this, and some lemonade, 1 cup of lemonade, and the cake mix, and that's it. And I've popped it in the oven. I wasn't going to do a video because the cleaner was here, and I just didn't want to get in the way. So basically, it's just this without the icing, just the mix, no eggs, no butter, anything, and just a cup of lemonade. And I've done that, and so I've got that in the oven now, and I will get that out shortly. So I'm about to put some garlic bread in for dinner, and we're just having a chicken and garlic bread and some sweet potato for dinner, something easy. And yeah, so I'll show you how this cake goes, and then we're going to have whipped cream and jam with it. And I will be doing more cake hacks and things. Like this is just, I'm just getting back into making videos for my food videos for the kitchen and stuff. And so today it's a little bit all over the shop. It's just a reintroduction, and it's just this is what I'm doing today at home. I've got a report due that's nearly done. I've been writing about the silverback gorilla, and it's due on Friday, and I'm nearly done. I've just been struggling with the referencing, and yeah, I've been fighting back a toothache, so it's just been all over the shop lately. But anyway, today is a bit of a ramble, but going forward it'll be more cooking focused, and just I will talk a little bit about stuff, but mostly it'll be just about the food. And if you want to hear about my other stuff, you can go to my other channels. So now let's get dinner on. So I've brought the Coles Simply Garlic Bread because it's cheap. We're getting really frugal in this house because Ben and I are both studying, and textbooks are expensive, and we're both doing bachelors of primary education. And yeah, I need dental work. Things cost money, like everything's expensive, so we're just being frugal here. So there's nothing wrong with Coles garlic bread. So I'm only putting on one. Ben and my daughter are going to have that, and my son is being fussy. Apparently he's having scones for dinner. The joys of autism. I actually think this might be done. It hasn't even been in that long. Maybe to brown it up a little bit more, I'm just going to put a fork in it and see, because I've never done this before. Or a knife, whatever. Oh my god, wow, that's cooked. Oh, I just burnt myself. I'm an idiot. That didn't take very long at all. That's cooked. Cool. Okay, so they are done. Now, obviously, it is a wet batter, so I couldn't form them into scones per se, but I've seen people actually putting them into like sausage roll makers and things like that. But yeah, I just put mine into a big pan and just cut them up. That's fine. So still tastes the same. These are crumbling a little bit because they're still warm, but my son is hungry now, so yeah, he just have to put up with that. But the rest I will let cool, and then obviously they won't crumble as much when they are cool. And I'm actually surprised these have turned out so fluffy. When I put the lemonade in, the batter did bubble up, so I didn't know if it would be flat, but I suppose it does the same thing as baking soda. Yeah, definitely going to try this again, and I will do the full, like I said, I'll do more, and I'll do the full like from start to finish next time. I'm just in a bit of a hurry today. It's been a busy day trying to get my assignment done, and I'm back making videos after having a break. So just put a bit of cream on there, and yeah, they are going to be a bit messy. Like I said, they are a bit crumbled, but I'll just give him a spoon to eat that with. I'll take that bit off because he won't like that. Messy eaters. But there you go. So as you can see, this one was a little bit cooler, and that has actually cut quite well. It was very, very hot when I first opened it. So I think if you let that sit, you wouldn't have any issues with, you know, buttering them and stuff. Eating them. I'm starving, so I'm actually going to have one before dinner. I know, bad, but I have just been running around like a headless chook today. I've gotten a lot done this week, so that is a good feeling, and I'm actually going to just putting crumbs in the jar there, so that's why it's best to let them cool down. They make a mess like me. But anyway. And this is thickened cream. If you wanted to make this extra nice, you could whip this, but I couldn't be bothered. Tonight, that's just black and gold, so that is cheap brand. The jam was only like 10 cents dearer than the cheap jam. So now for the moment of truth, the taste test. So see how they taste. It's actually really good. It's actually really, oh my god, it's so nice. It's actually really yummy. I would definitely be using this again. It was so easy. It was just like vanilla cake mix and a cup of lemonade. That's it. You don't have to crack eggs. You don't have to put butter in it. One thing I hate about making cakes is the amount of butter that they put in them, because it always upsets me. I hate that real buttery sort of taste. But yeah, this is a good recipe. And the garlic bread is done. It's all nice and crispy. And the potato is done. And I'm going to heat up the chicken and serve it up. And this is just a Coles classic chicken. And I'm just pulling off some parts to the microwave. And ta-da, there's chicken, garlic bread, and a bit of sweet potato for my daughter to try. I'm going to put some sauce and some mayonnaise on it. And I'm going to have the same minus the garlic bread because I don't do well with garlic. And Ben's going to have this minus the sweet potato because he doesn't like many vegetables. So that's how you do it in the House of Autism. So this is basically what I'm having for dinner minus the garlic bread. I'm going to put some mayo on the potatoes and some sauce on the chicken and some salt. And I did have 2 scones, so that was yummy. So I'm pretty full now. I don't eat a lot at once because I have a hiatal hernia. So I don't eat big meals, but you know, I just have to watch what I eat because you can easily add up the calories. But I don't eat huge servings. This is a huge serving to me, like all that chicken and all that potato. And if I would have some pasta with this or something if I hadn't just had some scones. So, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with plain food at the moment, trying to eat healthier. So yeah.